Hello everyone. 30th of June 2026, 20 to 10 in the morning, Moscow time, and first news update for the day, exclusively for our Patreon and Boosty communities. Although probably first 5, 10, I don't know, 15 minutes of this video will be published on my YouTube and Rumble channels as an advertising sort of, so that maybe some members of our bigger community will decide to support my work and this project while subscribing either to my Patreon page or page on Boosty. That's been said, dear friends. Let's go through some news without any further delay, and I'll start with the update about work of Russian air defense forces past night. Russian media, based on Defense Ministry's latest update, reports that 419 drones were intercepted during the nighttime by air defenses over the Belgorod, Bryansk, Vladimir, Volgograd, Voronezh, Kaluga, Kursk, Oryol, Ryazan, Lipetsk, Rostov, Saratov, Smolensk, Tambov, Tver, Tula regions, over the Moscow region, over the Krasnodar Krai, and Republic of Crimea, one of the largest long-range attacks on Russian Federation. And even though 419 drones were intercepted, unfortunately, not all drones were down. And there is a lot of videos on internet from filmed in the Moscow region. One of the main targets of these attacks was Moscow, so that most of the drones obviously had to pass Moscow region to reach the Russian capital. And a lot of videos on internet, a lot of footage about interception of the drones in the Moscow region. But unfortunately, as I said, it is not physically even possible, I guess, to intercept all the drones constantly, 100% of the time. And tragedy occurred in the Moscow region when 6 months old baby was killed as a result of a drone attack. Drone probably was operated by AI, because I will show you footage now in which you can clearly see drone is flying. It's not intercepted, nothing. At some point it just dives down and strikes a private home, and during that attack baby was killed. Governor of the Moscow region, Andrei Vorobyov, reported about this tragedy, that 6 months old baby died in a Ukrainian drone attack in Yegorevsk settlement, Moscow region. And I can show you a video now of this drone attack. You can see on this video, drone is flying. It was not intercepted, nothing. At some point, AI that was used there decided to dive down and struck civilian home, and 6-year-old baby was killed as a result of this attack. That would never ever happen if Western ruling class was not directly involved. Western ruling class and NATO member states that they control were never involved there in this war against Russian Federation, and if deterrent was restored with the collective West. But unfortunately, more and more tragedies are occurring like this, when civilians are targeted absolutely intentionally. It's a terror campaign orchestrated, I think, obviously with the British, with the British and U.S. intelligence services involvement, and the British and American militaries. Although, of course, Germany, France, and many other NATO member states are also very actively engaged, involved in this war against Russian people and the Russian Federation. And as I said, one of the main directions of drone attacks was Moscow, and a lot of drones were intercepted over the Moscow region. Not all, unfortunately, But when it comes to Moscow, none of the drones did manage to reach the capital. Mayor of Moscow, Sergei Sobyanin, just a few minutes ago, updated the public that during the nighttime and early morning, 61 drones were intercepted while these drones on the way to approach Russian capital. As of now, no reports about any drone managing to bypass Russian air defenses and hit anything in a Russian capital. Also, I want to share with you this information that Maria Zakharova, official spokesperson of the Russian Foreign Ministry, stated that NATO member states, and the regime are preparing to create weapons to strike Russian air bases, including those deep into country. She was talking about not just drones, but also missiles, long-range missiles. And of course, this is true. We all know about it. Western ruling class not even tries to hide a level of their involvement in a mass production of this long-range means of strikes, long-range attack weapons. Question is, what we gonna do about it? I mean Russia. What we gonna do to deter Western ruling class from further escalating this conflict? Because longer we will exercise restraint policies, unfortunately, higher will be the risk that eventually we will end up in a much wider conflict with the collective West, conflict that with restraint policy, Russian leadership seems to be wanted to avoid. So clearly, time is running out for decisions, necessary decisions to be made, and well, we will find out. We will find out what those decisions gonna be. But of course, Zakharova is correct. NATO countries are extremely actively, very actively involved in mass production of long-range drones, long-range missiles that are used against Russian Federation, and we all know this. Western elites are not even hiding; they are bragging about their involvement in these attacks on the Russian Federation and the Russian people.